culture, for the culture, for the culture, 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 for the culture.
Yo. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tamel Cuts, proud owner of Uppercuts Barbershop. Huh? Who is you? Hold on. You might want to mute that player.
I got it. They were trying to hold me down, but they ain't gonna hold me down, man. This is Lonnie Horn, proud owner of world-class faders and world-class stylists, barbershop, and salon.
You're watching another episode of For the Culture Podcast, going down every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And like our guy, that guy Rick would say, the clubhouse is officially open, Jack. Yo.
Tuesday, T.
Happy Tuesday. I got you, player. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Let's
Happy
see.
Tuesday.
Oh, I got to say happy Tuesday to my mama. I've really been enjoying my mama. I'm very, very happy to see her in there. And then our barber brother, Maxie Blinzy, man.
Oh my goodness.
One of my favorite barbers in the city.
Hara 8024. Where you out of? Where you from? We would like to know. Put that in the comments, please.
Yes. Happy Tuesday to you too, man. Happy Tuesday. So let's jump straight into it, man. Let me set you up, homie. I want to know about what you wearing today, man. Let's go ahead and let them know what you're wearing today, buddy.
Yes, sir. I got you on this end. There you go.
Teamwork make the dream work. Boy, they don't be knowing.
Hey, I gotta stand up for this one. That's that dope fades right here. Our guy out of Tennessee. It's a nice material. We met him at the LV Barber Expo. He blessed us with a couple of shirts. I want to give a big shout out to him. Then we went down to Tennessee and hung out with him. It was dope. And then I got that Booksy on the brim. Man, I'm telling you, if you guys don't know how to book, that's probably because you ain't got Booksy. So go download Booksy today. Go to our link and you'll be able to use our reference code to get Booksy for 50% off your first 2 months.
Yeah. And today, y'all, that's what my boy T Melly is wearing. I'm gonna start at the crown. At the crown, I'm sporting the clean bald head today. It's too fresh to put a hat on it. It's clean today, man. It feels good. I gotta let it breathe sometime. And then on the chest, on the breast, I got Urban Barber Expo, man. That's our family out there. They treat us so well. They throw an annual event that is really starting to be one of the biggest on the West Coast, man.
What's up?
And then Tamel, he didn't know about this right here.
Oh, here you go. I think I already know what they is. I know what they is.
He was like, he ain't got a hat on today, but I still got 2 brands. Hold on.
Let's go. Oh, snap. That man got the Mississippi Elite Summit. Let's go.
Yes, this that pouch. What I'm going to put in this pouch? This that pouch. You know what we put in here? Hold on, let me show you.
Let me see.
We put promo in here. We put flyers up in here, boy. This how we move through the party right here, man. Straight up. Shout out to the Mississippi State Elite Barber Summit, man. That's our guy, Rick, the barber, man. And that is our apparel of the week. And if you're new to this, we want to let you know why we do this. Because we get blessed. People send us gear, and we are grateful. So, what better way to thank them than to shout them out and sport it as a part of our segment? You want to show them where they can send some clothes to you and them XLs? We almost get back to the largest.
Well, I'm in a
large.
I'm on that. Yeah, me too.
Largest.
I'm
Two largest, y'all.
I'm on it.
Yeah, so if you got any gear you want us to sport on our show, we'll be happy to, and we'll be very grateful for it. We're always grateful. So that's the address below, y'all. All right, man. Show them who we be rocking with, T Melly.
The Tano, vetted talent now. The first platform built to let barbers show their skills, personality, and presence through video. And for shop owners, it's a game changer for hiring. No guessing, no wasted interviews. Just real barbers showing real work before they walk in your shop. Every profile is ID verified. Barbers get discovered. Shops build better teams. Everybody wins. The Tano. Skills speak louder than words. Download now. Available on all platforms.
All All your favorite barbers love it.
I love it.
This is the Barber Digital Business Card.
Barbers! It's 2025, bro. We got the digital business cards now. Not only do they work amazing, they also make you look cool. They help you stand out, bro. When you go up to somebody, you have them tap your card like this, and then all your contact information pops right up. Boom. Whatever you want them to see. Right? I have my websites and stuff all set up, but whatever you want them to see pops right up on their phone. How dope is that?
Do it proper, get Bopper.
Barbers Illustrated Magazine, the #1 magazine built for the craft. Featuring the freshest cuts, top barbers, tool reviews, and real industry stories. Get the magazine your shop should have had yesterday. Print subscriptions just $9.99. Digital subscriptions only $3.99. Single print issues $12.99, and digital single issues $4.99. Tap in today and level up your barbershop game. Barbers Illustrated Magazine, join the movement. Welcome to the world of barbering.
Welcome
Hey.
to the world of barbering.
All right, man.
Oh, hey, speaking about Barbers Illustrated, I think it's their February release. One of our player partners will be on the front cover, and they are doing a build corner in the magazine, and I think we are featured in that part. So it's gonna be dope. Next episode is gonna be fire.
That's shout out to our family out there, man. That's our guy Jason, killing it. Yeah, he got so much in the pipeline, y'all don't even know. And then today, I was rocking my Bopper bracelet today. I was at a real estate event, man. Hey, you got your hey this thing, boy, right here. I'm just walking through, tap. Bop, 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 and people just bop. Call me, bop. Yeah, they got the cards, the bracelets, everything. So anyway, what you do last weekend, homie? What you had going on? Big dog, look at the face. Hey, y'all should look forward to this. This is fun to do this every week.
It's so funny. I don't even think about it till
it's like deer in
Like
headlights.
that. I gotta think. So
I know what you did last weekend.
I know what I did. I went to a comedy show.
Yeah,
I went to see Marcus D. Wiley. He's more of a real clean comedian. He goes around and tour churches, and bro, he is funny. Oh my God, I enjoyed myself. Saw him at the Punchline, I believe. It was a fantastic show. He had two great comedians in front of him that opened up for him, and the whole event was just great. So I really enjoyed that. That was nice.
That was cool, man. I like Marcus D. Wiley. He's funny. Y'all should check him out on YouTube. He's on Ali Sadiq's YouTube channel. And what I did this weekend, man, I'm sharing some game that maybe some of the shop owners, or if you're not a shop owner, but you support your shop owner, this may be something that could generate more revenue. I put my shop on Peerspace, and Peerspace is a rental spot for venues. So if you want to throw a birthday party, you want to throw any kind of event, it could be a meeting, you can go to Peerspace and look for spaces that fit what you're trying to do. I sound like I'm shooting a commercial for them, damn it.
Hey, it sounds good too.
And
you're doing a great job.
Man, I tried it. Booksy, when we were out in Dallas, they had a photo shoot day for us, and I noticed that they rented the space they shot us at in a peer space spot. So anyhow, I had my first client this weekend, and it was pretty dope to be able to repurpose my building and use it to generate some other income other than hair income. So yeah, it's just something for y'all to think about. It's kind of like the Uber of event spaces. And then besides that, man, I did something that is very rare. My family never. I mean, they have to see it to believe it. I stayed in the bed for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
Hey, they can't even believe it, man. That's unheard of with me, man. It was a celebration.
And it was great, man. So what's coming up?
So we will be at Anaheim Premiere this beginning of February. Right after we do your comedy show.
Yes,
Right
yes,
after
yes.
we do your comedy show. We're gonna go out there and do that. Well, what's after that in February? Anything else in February?
No, not in February. Not that, off the top of my head, not in February. I mean, but if you want to fast forward Joe Butt all the way to, well, actually, before you go that far, as he mentioned, my comedy show, we got Jordan Rock as our headliner. That's Chris Rock's younger brother. January 31st in Sacramento, y'all. Go to stylersevents.com. And this is going to be, these tickets are already moving. Like, they're already moving. It's going to be an amazing show. So come there. We got dinner, cocktails, and all that. But now fast forward to March.
There's several things going on in March. I know that Urban Barber College is doing that Barber Expo.
That's their 14-year anniversary barber battle. So that's going to be March.
I think it's in Concord too. March 20th or 22nd, something around there. Right?
Yeah.
And then you have the Freedom Braiders Expo going down March 29th.
Yes, shout out to the Freedom Braiders. They're going to be getting it in. And I heard it was 2 fly cats hosting that event. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard. I just heard. I defend myself. It's going to be, man. Nah, we always honored. They invite us. We don't take this stuff for granted. We just feel blessed that we even get those calls or those texts. So, yeah, we will be out there hosting. They throw some of the dopest events, y'all. They help so many people out. People in prison, in jail, out of prison, out of jail. I mean, during and after, they are super resourceful. So there are some to really support. But March 14th,
March 15th.
15th, talk to them.
This is called the Cap City Showcase, Culture in Motion. It will be out here in Sacramento, California. This event right here is an educational seminar. And as you can see, we partnered up with 360 Jeezy. Us and 360 is bringing this event to the capital city. And we have Tay cutting up. He's out of Atlanta. He's the guy who cut Kai Sinet's hair. This guy's got 600,000 followers on Instagram. The dude is dope, hilarious, funny, great content creator. Then we got Frank the Barber coming out of Florida, who'll be doing a advanced shear cutting class. I need it. Stylists can use this information. Barbers definitely can use this. And then we got a Marv coming out of New York, who's going to be doing a business and branding class. And us and 360 will be hosting this event. You guys are going to want to go get your tickets ASAP. Take a picture of this. Go to that QR code and start copying your tickets. It's just going to be a monumental event.
For the record, this is a sneak peek right here. This hadn't even launched on our site yet. So this is just part of the perks of being in the clubhouse and hanging with us. We appreciate y'all time and hanging with us, but we love to give our supporters info before we give it to the world. But y'all best believe this is going around to the world. Like Craig. Like, this is going everywhere. This is something really big. And he didn't mention that right after that, we hair jamming. We just did a hair jam in November. We hair jamming. Oh, that's the shirt. Oh, we hair jamming. So look, we threw one in November, y'all, packed up in there. And that was just with me and T. It was beautiful in there. Everybody's still talking about that thing. Wanted us to do it every month. We was like, we can't do this every month now. So for our first quarter event, people know us in this side of the country for doing a first quarter event, usually in February. So this is now our first quarter event this year that is just getting ready to announce. So after this, we hair jamming. We at Rock and Brews. It's going to be 600 people plus up in there. And everybody you saw on that flyer, they're not cutting in there. They hanging, they chilling. You're going to be in there chilling with them. You could ask some questions. And then we got Jack of All Face hosting and Lacey Lady Barber hosting. Boy.
What?
I can't keep on talking.
Boy.
That don't know, man. I feel like the pastor in the church. I mean, okay. So, amen all by myself. That's shout out to Pastor Sherwood. Rest in peace. Amen all by myself. All right, man.
But for something that you guys don't have to wait until March 15th for, we got something new coming to our IG page. Take a peek at this.
Top of the hour, man. You know what it is. That guy Rick coming live and direct.
Live and direct.
That is live and direct with Rick the Barber. He will be doing a show on our IG page every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys tap in tomorrow. He's going to be talking about investing and why investing and what is investing. So, guys,
And
get in there.
His experience with it.
Yeah, hop in the comments, ask the questions. It's just going to be a dope show. I'm looking forward to it. But he'll be there every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m.
I'm excited. All right, man. Any of y'all on IG, it's time for y'all to click that link and get in here. I see y'all in there because we getting ready to bring it in, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all know we meet some of the dopest people around this country, right? I'm proud. We're proud to say that we didn't meet this man around the country. We met this man right here on these grounds in Sacramento. And when we was grinding, he was grinding as a barber, full-time barber, pillar in the community, man. This dude, we seen the come up, man. Not just in the barbering world, but as a man, as a family man, as a leader. This that type of relationship, man. We text him and ask him something, done. Come on through. Vice versa. He texts us and asks, done. Come on through, man. His journey, though, is something unique, man. This guy is not only a licensed barber and a veteran barber and a pillar of his community, he's also a barbershop owner of multiple barbershops. He's also an owner of the biggest and most successful barber and beauty college in Stockton, California. And a lot of y'all want to know how to get into that industry and into that game. We're about to pick his brain, man. With no further delay, we bring it to the screen. Rondell Dean. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Dean, how's it going, brother?
What's up? Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
It's good to see you, man. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. You know, traditionally, this is the first day that the barbershop would be open for the week. But, you know, things are a little untraditional these days, which I'm okay with.
Very, very untraditional. I'm hearing 7-day-a-week barbers now.
Facts.
Right.
Some of them, damn, their shops don't close. 24-hour barbers now. So,
facts, big
right.
facts.
Okay, let's jump into this, man. I'm excited. We know you, but I have this saying I've been saying to people, man. I know you, but we know each other, but we don't know each other, but we're getting to know more about each other. And I think we intentionally do that with each other. And I love that about our relationship. There's a whole side of your journey, man, that we don't know. We may know more than most people, but I'm excited for even me and T to go more in depth. But we like to ask barbers why barbering, but I'll just jump even a little further ahead and say, why barber school? Why barber college? Why beauty college?
Man, and are you asking me why I got into this?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't, it wasn't part of the plan. I'll start there. It was never part of the plan to get into this. It was part of his plan. I was taught early that, if you ask, you shall receive. And sometimes when you ask, you don't get exactly what you asked for. You get what he feels like you should have. And so at this particular time, I was asking the man upstairs, like, what does my end game look like? I need to start looking towards my retirement because I'm not getting any younger, even though I still look a little bit young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do though. You really do.
Man, that's another story. But you know how with this beard, it changed the whole game. But I asked, man, what does my retirement look like? What do I need? I need to focus on that, because I'm not going to say I was the most successful barber out there because I'm not, but I'm successful in my own right and my own mind. And I felt like it was kind of plateauing and I needed to do something before my reputation as a barber starts to diminish. So, I was trying to be ahead of the curve. And so I ended up going to Inspire. Most people don't know, but Inspire was created before I took it over. And when
Inspire barbering and beauty
yes,
college.
Inspire
Academy.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I just want to make sure
Academy
people
of
know
Barbering
what
and
we're talking
Cosmetology. So I ended up going there. A friend of my wife's started Inspire. She knew I was a barber, and so after probably like 2 months after I was questioning myself and questioning God, what am I going to do for the end game? I got this phone call, hey, we started this school and excuse me, we need a barber instructor. Are you interested? And I was like, wow, like he works in mysterious ways. So I took the job. I took the job because I needed to know, is this something that I could see myself doing, right? My passion is through the roof for the industry as a barber, right? And so I decided, let me take this job and see if this is something I could do. And when I started, it was hard, because kind of just get thrown in there a little bit. And there's no real, in my opinion, there's no real training outside of the curriculum itself,
like kind of like trial and error.
Yeah, it's kind of trial and error.
And for people that don't know, you're in Sacramento. This is Stockton.
Right.
And you deep in Sacramento. You up north. And this is south of Sacramento. So what was that commute even like, just for people to picture your story a little more?
Well, it's not that bad for me because I'm actually in Elk Grove, so it's not too bad. But originally, yes, I am from North Sacramento, which would be about a 45-minute, close to an hour drive, from where I'm located in North Sacramento. But because of where I'm actually at, now it's about a half an hour, 35 minutes, something like that, for me to get there, which, these days it seems like 10, 15 minutes, but in the beginning, in the beginning, it was, a lot more, but so, when I started there, man, I was just kind of trial and error. And I was discouraged. I'm not even gonna lie. I was discouraged because, you get into your head and, here I am, a brand new barber instructor, and I got a class full of students that is looking at me, leaning on me, to get them to the finish line, and so as I started teaching, I just started to feel like it was unfair to the students because I know what my experience was like in barber college, and I didn't get what I thought I was supposed to get. Let me put it that way.
So you felt like you weren't equipped either to give them what they needed.
No, I got facts. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? And so with me feeling that way, I said, this ain't right. And so I kind of respectfully, after my class graduated, respectfully, I went to them and told them that I was going to resign, and gave my reasons because I was like, hey, this is not fair. Kind of like, I didn't say verbatim this, but I didn't think it was fair to the students that they got a rookie barber, right? And then and no knock to the previous owners, but the school was turnkey for cosmetology and aesthetics and nail techs. It wasn't turnkey for barbering. So there was no barber chairs. There was, what I mean? There was just necessities that you have to have in order to teach a barber how to really be a barber. Right. Gotcha. So respectfully, I resigned, from the position, and they respected it. You know what I'm saying? And I was thankful for that because I didn't want to be disrespectful to them and the beautiful business that they started, right? So I just kind of was like, just left it at that. And probably about a year later, almost to the date, I got another phone call from them, and they were saying, "We're looking to sell, and we want to give you and your wife first option because we don't want to sell to a Paul Mitchell or a higher brand name, a big brand name." So immediately I was like, "Hell no."
It scared. Did it scare the hell out of you?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what I mean? It absolutely did, and so I talked with my wife about it. My wife was like, "You should do it." You know what I mean? Like, you've been asking, what's the end game look like? And what do we got to lose? You know what I'm saying? So I looked at my nest egg, and then I evaluated the school, and I was really like, no, because I seen what the red tape looked like, firsthand. I seen it. I didn't see it all, but I do know. I heard some of the chatter, and I saw some of the difficulties, and so it scared me. But my wife, I love my wife dearly. She's a bulldog, and when it comes to business, she don't play. You know what I mean? And so she talked me into it. So we went ahead and we made the purchase. We made the purchase, and it was really, 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 really scary.
How many years ago was that, Rondell?
6.
6 years.
How long did it take you? I think his camera lost power. I hear you. You still there?
I'm still there. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, there's things about them cameras. They do that.
What's them cameras, T?
You know them cameras. Remember what was we trying to shoot and that camera kept shutting off every 15 minutes?
We was doing the ZV-1.
Yeah, I know. It's a Sony. That's what he got.
I got a Sony, fool.
I know. We figured it out. He got to go figure it out.
Yeah, he had to learn.
You got to go figure it out. Hey, God, hey, this is a family show, bro. Hey, bro.
There we go. I don't know what the hell that was.
Hey,
Diddy party. Don't get it. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is going to be probably at the end of the year recap, bro. That was
crazy.
Hey, Rick said, wait, wait, hold on.
That's funny.
Oh man,
hey,
Rick, you see me.
My question to you was going to be, when you got it, how long did it take you to turn it around to something that you were now proud of, or you knew that was going to have an impact?
To be honest with you, I was proud from the jump.
Let's go.
I was proud from Jump Street, day one. And the reason why I was so proud is because when I look in the rear view, I look at where it all started. You know what I mean? And it was never my goal to be into something like this, but my passion for the industry, I think, is what, and my love for God is what led me here. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, I was proud right from the jump street, because this is a way bigger step than what I was ever originally thinking about taking, and it's kind of contradictory because, I teach my students and I tell my students all the time, what are your goals? If your goal is to open up a barbershop, right, then your goal needs to be bigger than that. You need to say, while you're here at school, I'm going to open up 3 barbershops, right? Because a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves enough to acquire what we're actually capable of acquiring. You know what I'm saying? And I come from a household, I've raised a household with 6 kids, right? And people ask me and my wife all the time, where do you guys find the time to do the kids' sports, to do, to run the businesses, to do, all the things that you do? And I don't have an answer for that. To be honest with you, I don't have an answer for it. All I know is time makes time for more time. You know what I'm saying? And so So you just keep pushing, you know what I mean? And you keep trying to open doors for yourself, you know, so you can achieve those goals. But always, if your goal is to do this, make sure you actually write it down on paper for this.
It's like that saying, I might have it a little off. Aim for the moon. If you missed, and at least you're amongst the stars.
Facts.
And you say I, then you say your wife. There's people that want to open barber colleges and beauty colleges, man. People been coming to me and Tamel since before you even opened Inspire, and was telling us, man, y'all need to open a school. We've been hearing this for years. Things like that, it scared the hell out of you. So imagine how many other people feel the same way. You know, what does that even look like? So who? I want to know the who. Like, who did you need to even do year one? You know, you had your wife, and then how did you go about getting those who's?
Man, just putting our face in the ground, and you know.
Well, give me a specific, like me and my wife, we went in and said, yeah. Sorry to cut you. We went in and said, yeah. Who was the next and how? Like tell us, you know what I mean? Like,
I needed a director.
Paint that picture. Like how did this even look?
I needed a director of education.
There we go. What does that mean? Who is that person?
The director of education. The director of education knows how the whole school is supposed to be ran, and that's from the classrooms to the paperwork.
Got
right.
You.
They know about NACIS. They know about BPPE. They know about state board. They know about all the things that is included with that. And shout out to Miss Michelle Hickman. That's my director of education, and she's a dog, and I love her. I love my whole.
But you and your wife. I mean, you were a barber. You got this opportunity. And how did you know where to go get a director from?
My wife. So myself, I've been in the barber industry for over 25 years. My wife has been in staffing for over 25 years. So just as long as I've been a barber, she's been in staffing. And so like all that back office stuff, like that's where it started. It started with my wife, right? And so everything outside of the office was my grounds. Everything inside of the office was my wife. And so you know, without her, you know, a lot of the people that we have acquired would not be there. Right. So it's like my wife and I, we're like the true meaning of yin and yang, literally. You know what I'm saying? So what I can't accomplish, she can.
Gotcha.
What she can't, I can. And we feed off of each other in that manner. Right. And to be honest with you, it's like, you know, our story is a fairy tale story, so to speak. You know what I mean? Timing is everything, and I met my wife just in the right time.
So if Tamel were going to open a school, now you're an experienced school owner. Now you know what you're doing. You know what you didn't know 6 years ago when you took this over. So Tamel's getting ready to open the school, and he needs a director. What's the title again? Director
of education.
Because, and the reason I asked you this, Rondell, is because the story is dope, but the information is what it's going to impact people that are trying to pull from your story to understand how to get over those fears. What is next? So how does Tamel go to find a director of education now that he wants to follow in your footsteps?
Well, we ran a lot of ads. And honestly, the old fashioned way as well, you know, business cards and just hitting up, you know, other people and word of mouth and all of that. And so,
Gotcha.
it all starts inside, you know, that old saying, like, you know, if your house ain't in order, nothing else will be. Right. So my wife and I made sure that Inspire was in order. Right. And so it was trial and error getting the perfect people that we needed for these positions. And so, yeah, I've ran through, you know, quite a few, you know, employees, and in my heart, I knew that they may have been the right people, but not in the right place. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
placing people in the right positions is detrimental to how well your business can be ran. So, I've had a few people run in that position and they just weren't the right ones because they didn't have enough information. The person who I have in that position right now, they know a lot of the stuff. They've been in the industry for over 20 plus years, right? And she goes hard, and if there's anything that she doesn't know, she's not afraid to ask questions, and she's not afraid to hop into BPPE's website or NACIS or wherever. And she's going to make sure that she finds what we need.
Outside
she's
of
dedicated.
outside of staffing and making sure that you got people in place to actually run the curriculum and getting the students to even show up, what are some of the biggest obstacles you was facing getting even established or getting your foot, getting a grip of or grasp of what you were getting into?
Say that one more time for me so I can thoroughly understand.
Outside of getting staff and even getting students to come in, what are some of the biggest obstacles that you were facing in your process of getting a grip on the whole situation, on the whole?
Oh, BPPE and NACIS for sure. Like, those are two entities those are two of our governing agencies that don't speak to one another.
Can you explain that to us? What those mean?
Look, you so experienced now. You don't realize. Don't nobody know what the hell you talking about right now.
Nobody.
He like BPE and D.
And NACIS,
they don't
yeah.
work together,
BPPE
man.
is the Bureau for Post Private Secondary Education, and NACIS. I don't remember their acronym, but NACIS is another one of the. It's national. So I don't even get me the line.
But their
right
responsibility is what though?
Their responsibility is to govern all schools. Right. So even it's not just beauty schools, it's other vocational schools as well.
Got you.
But, they're the governing agencies. And so when you want to go through that and acquire that accreditation for your school, which is, for those who don't know that's where you get your financial aid funding and all of that, which I'm proud to say, but at the same time, we are not accredited right now. So we do not accept financial aid right now. Right.
What is it? And I'm sorry, what does accredited mean?
Accredited is meaning where you can start accepting financial aid. You can start accepting government funding and different things like that. So like if someone was in the military and they wanted to go to barber school, we could accept their funding for that potential student. Okay. Right. Or there's government funded grants that people can acquire to attend schools. So like a lot of schools out there are accredited, right? And I'm very proud of not being accredited. And the reason for that is because I have very great quality students. And no knock to anybody who has accreditation and or has financial aid. I'm just an advocate of when you buy something yourself.
Skin in the game.
When you buy something yourself, you're more likely to take care of that or respect it. You know what I mean? And when something is given to you, you're less likely to be in love with it and take care of it the way that you need to. Thank you for that, Sarah. National Accreditation Commission of Careers, Arts of Science. See, that's another one of my dogs, my
Shout
big
out to
bulldogs right there. Miss Sarah right there. That's
I want to cut you off for a good reason, for a compliment. No diss to no other schools, but that me and Tamel speak at schools all around this country.
Yes, sir.
Some people don't know that. You know this. And we take them how they come, Rondell. We don't judge them or nothing. Tamil.
What's so funny, Lonnie? I wonder what you got to say.
Spill the beans. Spill the beans.
So look. Most of the time when we get
move my mic.
Most of the time when me and Tamel get off stage, we surprised at how much impact we make on people because we just don't
we take ourselves serious, but we don't come in on no high horse, and we just come in to connect and give some good value, right?
Right.
And when we first started doing this, we were tripping because we was just happy that the information was received well and people were interacting. So we turned and packing our stuff up on the stage like, damn, bro, we looking at each other like, whoa, sweating like that was dope, that was cool. And we didn't realize there was a line of people waiting to meet us.
Right.
And to tell us how much impact we made on them. So fast forward, that's been going that way for a while. We getting used to it, you know, and then, you know, we started getting a couple of challenges. And so I had me a challenge on stage where you had that one cat. You had two. You had that one cat sitting in the back like, yeah, trying to talk to his boys while we talking and stuff. And then I try to bring him in, engage him from the stage. He was like, I ain't feeling you, and you know, whatever. And then Tamel had one in Tennessee. that boy was giving Tamel the work. Tamel one was worse than my two together, because that boy and Tamel stay calm with everything. Tamel calms me down. Tamel be like, line, like, hey, breathe. But this time I seen Tamel, he kept trying to do what, and then Tamel finally started, you know, just getting them short breaths. But the point I'm getting to, man, is we start seeing the difference in the cultures of the schools. And I gotta admit, man, like I don't ever remember coming to your school and people not taking it serious. Like y'all our presentation, the leadership, everything when we come in, your team, your staff, the way they treat us, they take us serious. Yes, you. Rondell stop everything. Like we don't. He like, look, before they get up here, let me let you know who this is, and so I just want to salute you, man, because now that we have experienced so many schools, I mean, we done been to my hometown, Chicago, we done been all over doing this, and I really see a difference. So you should feel proud, man, and it's not to put down any government funded schools or anything. But you said something really important. When people put they have skin in on the game, it's like, it's my money too. Yeah. It's like you give a teenager a car, it could be a Benz, they finna go swing donuts in it. But you give them a bucket and you make them split half of it, they gonna clean it like it was a Benz.
Big
you
facts.
know what I'm saying? So
Big facts.
Anyhow, man, I gave that long analogy to just compliment you.
That's the long way. I
appreciate it.
Hey, my brother. So just so people be clear, you don't need to be accredited to be able to own a barber college and run one. But with those two differences, I have seen that pricing for schooling is a little different when you're accredited or you're not accredited. I know a guy out in Seattle, I think he's running people through the whole process for like $3,000, and it's because he's not accredited. Is yours the same? Is yours different because you're not accredited? And is there anything that they don't get because you're not accredited?
Well, the answer as far as finances, yes, it's you know, accreditation does bring on other it brings on other bills. Basically, you have other payments that you'll have to make, and they might be a little larger to those entities that I was speaking on earlier. So you know, so that's one of the reasons why pricing does go up.
Gotcha.
Another reason is that, you know, there's things that I'm just going to speak from myself, for Inspire. There's things that we cannot acquire financially, you know, things that I would love to have for my students, right? Whether it's equipment or new stations and different things like that. Like, you know, people look at the school and they say, man, he's rolling in the dough. Well, that's not true. You know what I mean? Because I have a full staff, and in order to keep them happy, I need to make sure that they're compensated properly. right?
sure.
So, there's things that I still right now don't feel like that my team is properly compensated,
Mm.
and they know that I feel this way. It's not a secret, you know what I mean? So there's things that I do along the way to um supplement, me feeling like they're not properly compensated, such as like all of my instructors, I've gotten them duly licensed, right? So um
Hmm.
they most of my instructors that came through, they're cosmetologists. But if you're with me for at least 2 years, I'll pay for you to go get your barber license.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So, and there's a few reasons why I do that. So, one of the reasons is that I don't ever want to have to outsource. I don't ever want to be in a situation to where I have somebody that calls in sick unexpectedly for whatever the reason is, right? And I still have the floor covered.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to have to be in a situation where I have to hop on the phone. Can you come sub? I need somebody in. You know what I mean? So,
Smart.
so that's one of the main reasons why we do it that way as well. But
That's
then
good
there's things.
insight.
Yes, it is.
That's great insight.
He just broadened my whole perspective on that. Tamil, how much did you pay for barber college?
Back then it was 1,600. The state paid 14 of it. It was 1,650. They paid 1,400. I had to pay 250.
And I did the apprenticeship. I paid $800. We talking like 20 years ago. How much did it cost you to go to barber school, Rondell?
It cost me 6,500.
Okay, so one thing we learned in touring these schools is the cost of barber college and Cosmo beauty college is on a whole nother scale now. It can range anywhere from 10, 15, and average is closer to 20,000, and then we got some that's even 24 to 25,000. From your being a friend of ours who comes from this side with us, from the price range, and then just the era of barbering. I mean, you were a barber before this. You were a barber only before this. Are you able to help us with your experience and understand what's the big change? I mean, you mentioned there's more expenses now, in that pricing, like just to help people understand why school is so much more costly these days than it was when we went.
The first things first is there's just the cost of living.
Today's price it ain't yes. What is it today?
Not at all.
Yesterday's price is not
Yesterday.
today's price.
Yeah,
Right,
yesterday,
that part.
just
There you
point
go.
blank.
Yeah, just straight off the top, and then I have my own personal expectations, and then you have students' expectations. The students' expectations are always unrealistic, to be honest with you. Even mine as a student, mine were unrealistic. People sign up for school thinking that we're supposed to hold their hand through all the months that they're with us, and that's not entirely it. So I know when I went to barber school, I learned a lot from my peers. Don't get me wrong, Mama D, rest in peace. She she
Cool.
she gave us the tools, the necessities that we needed, but she knew us as individuals.
Yes,
right?
sir.
She knew us as
Yes,
individuals,
sir. She
and
did.
knew what we were capable of before we even knew it. So
Yes, she
um,
did.
so today's price is different because there's the tools, there's the like for myself, like my barber program is sponsored by Level 3. So their kit, the whole half of their kit is all Level 3. So all their combs,
didn't
the
know
brushes,
that.
and all their combs, brushes, and everything is all Level 3. So that's costly. To you want to, I want to make sure that we stand out, from the rest. So I've always been like that. I've always been kind of that black sheep. Like, I'm looking around the room. What is everybody doing? All right, well, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? And I'm going to master this so people can know me for this. This is what we do. Right. So that's kind of the concept with Inspire. We want to do things that other schools aren't doing. Right. And of course, we're doing some of the same things that they're doing. You know what I mean? But I want to do it better, whatever that is. So I'm going to look at what all these other schools are doing. If we're doing the same thing, how can I maximize my potential out of this thing to set myself aside? Right. So,
And you mentioned this because you were saying students come in with expectations, unbelievable, or however you say, unrealistic expectations. I can only tell you as a student what I once was. I think we all have that expectation of coming in there
facts.
and being taught how to cut hair,
Mhm.
not knowing that you're really going in there and you're being trained how to pass the tests.
That's
You
it.
need to really use the resources around you, which may be a student that's about to graduate who can cut his butt off. Because when I was in barber college, I was moving around. I was up front with the Asians that was doing straight hair. I was in back with the brothers doing nappy hair. And then they had some ladies that used to come in there that was potential barbers that knew how to dye and color. I was hanging out with them trying to learn all that stuff too.
Right.
And my like Mama D, great. Her and Leland both was good, but they
Facts.
wasn't that good at our kind of hair. So we had to go learn in the back from the other guys. But
Facts.
that's where you are an asset, not only to the business, but to the barbers that's coming into your establishment, because you're training them. A lot of the instructors that we've heard around traveling is that they don't teach me nothing. They don't even know how to cut. They just try to teach me how to do this. But you are a whole nother level. There's other barbers that we know that own schools that has that same asset to be able to give to a student. How
Mhm.
that's what definitely make you different. It's like owning a barbershop, like you were saying, the guys down the street are doing something that we're doing. We want to do something different to stand out. That's what make you stand out. That's what's inspiring about your whole school is they have somebody like you that know what the hell you're doing. You know how to properly do a fade. You know how to
Appreciate
properly
that.
line somebody up. And other schools aren't really teaching that. They're teaching you how to pass the test. Why do you go that extra mile when you're still going to get the same amount of money regardless?
It's,
I know
it's, it's,
why.
it's passion.
Yeah.
It's passion. Every student that comes through Inspire is special to me. And I don't say that lightly. I truly mean it. And I don't, for the record, I don't teach them how to cut hair. And I tell them that when they come in here. My job is not to teach you how to cut hair. You already know how to cut hair. My job is to show you how to perfect what you already know. Because you already do it. That's why you're here. Even if you've never
you
picked
got
up the
some
clippers.
that are coming in from. What's
Greens.
your perspective of the ones that's coming in and they don't cut hair though?
So I was getting ready to answer that question before you asked it. Some people do come in and never picked up the clipper, but we're all visual learners. Every person that comes through a beauty school is a visual learner.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
That's why they're here. We're all artistic mindsets. You know what I'm saying? So if I show you how to do this fade, no, you might not get it the first time around, but because you're a visual learner, you know what I'm saying? You're going to soon to figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best way to do it. And I explain that too, because everybody that's probably in this feed, in this live feed right now, when I ask this question, everybody's pretty much going to have the same answer, right? So, Lonnie, who taught you how to drive a car?
Shoot, my father, now that I think about it, yeah.
Your father?
Yeah.
Right, your father. But when you was in the car with your father, you was two hands on the steering wheel. You was nervous, right? You didn't really teach yourself how to drive the car. I mean, he didn't really teach you how to drive the car. You didn't really start driving until you was in the car by yourself.
Until you start driving, you ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying?
Lying.
That's when you learned how to drive. You taught yourself.
That's
good. What I'm saying? He gave you the assets, you know what I'm saying? But from that moment on, you're the one who actually taught yourself how to drive. So that's what I'm here to do at Inspire. I'm here to give you the assets, right? And show you how to perfect what you already have. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference maker. I'm not here to change you. I'm here to help you get better as who you already are.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
drop one of these on you real quick, man. That
Go ahead, Devon. Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
that was game.
you're absolutely right too, because there's so many different ways to get the same results. And
Yes.
some people go about it differently, even though you can show them a process that you do, but they might
Right.
want like the fade down process. They might
Right.
want to not even start with a guideline at the bottom, just want to go in and start getting the book out. So yes, you're absolutely right. I agree with you 1,000%. And that was
I
well said.
love the way you broke that down. I love it. And you kind of you that's a clip right there, because
Oh yeah.
my next question was going to be what is your response to all the people who bash schools for not teaching people how to cut hair the way that they, like you said, their expectations have when they come in? And these are veteran barbers I'm hearing. These are other educators I'm hearing say this around the country. And I think you just said something in defense of the schools. We don't have a lot of people speaking for the schools. That's why it was so important for you to be on here, because we're meeting more and more school owners, but then they don't usually have a voice. But there's 1,000 voices against y'all though. And I'm pretty sure you hear it. So, my dude, you just said a mouthful right there, and you even changed our perspective of it. Because we'll simply say, well, it's meant to teach you about sanitation and some of the technical things about hair, but you're supposed to treat the haircutting part like continuing education. You just said, dude, you come in here, you chose this because you're a person that learns with these. If you're using these when you get in here, you're picking up enough to go just throw your hands in it, and then once you throw your hands in it, then you should start learning, right? Ooh, goodness.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I it's kind of like a fight for me. I like challenging people in this, because a lot of people think that the haircut is the most important part of the service. So they go to school and they learn how to cut hair, and they're focused on cutting hair. They're showing up to school late. They're not dressed appropriately. All the stuff that come with being a business person, entrepreneur, the things that they're going to go out and be when they get out of school. Do you find value in that being taught in school? I'm sure you probably have some type of a lesson on that, but do you think that should be something that's added, even if it's just a couple of weeks or something worth of information that should be added to the curriculums for barber colleges?
Well, I'm gonna say to all the other schools out there, no, but Inspire, yes. Yeah.
Why is that important? Why would you take that mantle up and add something like that when people are not?
Well, because first and foremost, doesn't matter what caliber of a barber you are a business, right? You're a business, and you need to know what it means to operate in the green. You need to know what it means to operate in the red, right? Because you can't just become a barber and just buy all the tools that you can buy, you know what I'm saying? And you're not making enough money to compensate for all the tools you just bought, you know what I'm saying? So, it's important to know how to budget your money as a barber, because I'm sure us three can really say, there was a point in time, me as a barber, I would make 300 today, spend 300 today.
Boy,
You know what I'm saying?
boy,
That's part of our stories that we
this
go
what we
to.
this is what we talk about on stage, just right there.
Yeah. You make 300, you spend 300. I'll get it back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what I do, right? And that's just the mindset that we carry. But had I known back then what I know today, which is the ongoing story that every younger generation is going to hear, if I knew back then what I knew today, I'd be a millionaire.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be a millionaire. There's no doubt about it. So, it is very important to understand the business aspects of whatever venture you're taking. So whether you're a Cosmo, aesthetics, barber, nail tech, whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to understand how to spend your money, where to spend your money, and when to save your money, and when to invest your money. You know what I'm saying? So it's imperative that you know these things before you graduate from Inspire. So we will give them a business course before their term of graduation.
Does
I
that
love it.
course include customer service?
Absolutely. What?
Okay.
Like
I'm
customer
just
service is
saying because
like,
I heard business, money, but I didn't
yeah.
hear like the core
Oh
elements
yeah,
of it
yeah.
because I
No,
think customer
customer
service
service like.
is the
So I'm gonna
key.
tell you, Tamil, and I'm sure if any of my students are in here right now, they can vouch for me and say that customer service is being taught to them every single day, right? Because what
Salute.
I do as the owner of Inspire, when I show up, right, I make sure I say hi to every face, shake every hand. And that doesn't just include the students, that includes any clients that are in the chair, right? And when they come to pay for their service, they hear the thank you for showing up, thank you know what I mean? And how's your
Hey,
day?
you
They
own it,
hear
bro.
that, they see it, you know what I mean? So it's about being present, right?
Yes.
Because it's like, you know, you could be a good dad, but you can also, and you could be present for your kids, but you can also be a deadbeat and present. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm not when I show up, there's no deadbeat going on. I'm here and they know I'm here for them. Right?
You leading by example. You
Absolutely.
they're your customers. You really showing them customer service right there. The business wouldn't be anything without them, and you letting them know that they're valuable.
Their value. So, you know, I tell, you know, sometimes when I'm having conversations with my staff and they're saying, you know, the clients, and they're talking about the people's in the chair, those aren't my clients.
Yeah,
Those are
that's game.
my
Woo!
clients are the ones that are performing the service, right?
Yes,
Those are the ones that need to be happy, right? And I know I
yes,
can't make them all happy,
right.
but I'm going to do my damn best to make sure that their day is better than when it was yesterday.
Amen.
Man, he just answered my last question. I was going to ask him and then I just wanted to get a couple of trivia in real quick with him. But I was going to ask him, why would anybody want to come to Inspire? And I just think you just answered that best right there, man. You just
You know
killed it.
what? You know what, Lonnie, Tamil? Inspire is special, and I'm not saying it's just because it's mine, and it's not mine, but it's ours. And when I say ours, I mean me, my wife, Miss Sarah, Miss B, Miss Michelle, Miss Kim. That's ours. You know, even the students, that's theirs. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, this ain't just for
You make
me.
it feel like it's ours too, though.
Yeah, when we
That's
come in
what
there,
I'm saying.
it really
That's what
does
I'm
feel
It,
like
it
that.
saying.
is. It is. It's not just for me. I'm not selfish with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the name itself is what is pushing a lot of, you know, how I already feel just internally myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to make sure that, you know, the love is spread and that everybody understands that Inspire is the place for you. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, you could come here and you're gonna get something different than what you would get anywhere else.
I love it, man. You're a model leader, man. T, you got anything else before I hit him with a couple
Yeah,
of these?
I got a rapid fire round real quick. You just answer whichever thing fits you. Clippers or shears?
Man, Clippers. I'm a Clipper specialist. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
Like,
Fade or taper?
man, I wear a fade, but you know, I love a clean taper.
Talent or hustle?
Hustle.
Shop life or sweet life?
Shop life.
One word every barber needs to hear.
One word every barber needs to hear. Um, it's not just one word, but you know, okay, I could sum it up in one word: growth.
Hmm. Lon, what would be your one word?
One word that every barber needs to hear. I would say, man, that's a tough one. You give me
Right?
yours. Give me yours while I decide.
Consistency.
I was down them lines. I would say
Oh man, you just socked me in my gut. Go ahead, Lonnie. My bad.
discipline. Discipline.
Great. All three of them are great. All of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
sure,
tell you why you
discipline.
socked me in my gut, Tamel, with that consistency, man. Because right now, as a barber, I am very inconsistent right now. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts me to my core that I'm in that position as a barber right now, you know, but for good reason I'm inconsistent. So if any of my clients are in here right now, you know, they understand. They know. They know that.
I want to dump my hot topic now in my trivia because I want to address that for you. Because this is barber brother to barber brother talk. You
Yes,
trust
sir.
in us, we trust in you. I know where you at. I know where you at right now. And I hope you can hear this loud and clear. You're such an empathetic person to where you're caring about how everybody else feel more than you care about how you feel. And the reality is, it's hard for us to accept that you're a hustler and you're evolving. And so I'm not saying don't care about those people, but instead of beating yourself up for not being consistent, tell yourself the truth about what you can and can't do now that you couldn't do before. You can't do what you did before. You're not Rondell 6 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
You're
You're
not-
building
and
an
you could-
empire, man.
Yeah,
And it's
and you
going to
could try
take some
your
sacrifices.
hardest. You could try your hardest to go back to that Rondell, and guess what? He will
It's
run
over.
from your ass. He'll be like,
It's over.
so what I'm saying to you is, so I haven't announced it on IG or nothing, but I miss cutting hair. The more I got into business and real estate and shops, running shops, I missed it. And I told Tamel a couple of weeks ago, I was like, man, I started cutting some hair on some Sunday mornings. He was like, welcome back, man, welcome back. and but do you know how hard that was? Because in my mind, I'm like, you can't cut no 4 heads on no one day. People ain't finna. Man, I put that on there, and then I was like, well, if I'm only gonna do that, I gotta charge this much now instead of that to make it worth my time to even go up there to do. And man, they booked up like that, like that quick. So what I'm sharing this with you because I'm like, you're people who understand. You can't get everybody to understand, but the ones that support you, they will evolve with you. So instead of beating yourself up for not being the old you, take a moment, step back, redesign how it can fit in your world realistically right now, then go back and introduce that to them and offer it to them. And with no hard feelings for who it don't fit. Because when I offered it, I said, I know this ain't gonna fit. I know the time ain't gonna fit everybody, and I know damn well that price that I put on it ain't gonna fit everybody.
Right.
But it's the only way I was able to make it work for that little window. And it takes the stress off of you, man. I don't want you to be stressed through your evolution. We're proud of you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, it's just inevitable, man. Like I'm in a crossroad right now, you know, to where I'm pretty much like I'm pretty much putting the Clippers down for a little while. You know, this is brand new right now. Like everybody that's in here, like nobody else has heard it, but now y'all hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty much putting them down for a little while right now. I do have more growing to do. I have more growing to do as a business owner and as a family man and as just a man in general. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some growth that's about to happen. I've had to make some difficult decisions, you know, within the last 90 days, within the last year, you know, that is kind of tearing me away from what got me started. You know what I'm saying? And so it's been emotionally tough. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that. It's been emotionally tough, but you know, I know there's a plan for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all I can do is just keep pushing forward, keep growing, and just keep doing me. And I apologize in advance if I hurt anybody's feelings along the way.
And it'll find you again. There'll be a way that it finds you and it fits. Man, we're proud of you, man. So proud.
Yeah, I got so much more to be talking to you about, but we're at the end of this interview. I do want to highlight something. I know you was talking about. You have the podcast, Talk and Talk. Also,
Talk.
that Talk. That's a tongue twister.
Like talcum powder. You know, we barbers around here.
I know.
Talcum powder. Talk, baby.
Talk.
Yeah.
Also, I did see a post of Beauty City coming.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that's That's Style City. Style
City.
is
Okay.
sister company to Barber City. Barber City is a man. I got some dope barbers. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got some dope barbers down in Barber City. Barber City was. I'm gonna give you a quick story because I know you got to get out of here. Barber City is Inspire's feeder program. So everybody that currently works at Barber City once graduated from Inspire. Style City is going to be something alike. Style City we're all located in the same building. So we're inside the Waterfront Warehouse, 445 West Weber Avenue, Suite 223, Suite 138, and Suite 240. And then if you need a job, we got share staff too. That's down in Suite 140. But so we're housed all inside the Waterfront Warehouse. And right now I have 8 stations and 3 suites available for Style City. The doors should be open in February.
Nice.
So doing that.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So we got to have you back maybe later in this year to hear of all the new success that you then grew up on or that you bring into this industry or for whatever industry. We just want to be a part of that growth.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow Stockton Inspire Academy. Follow Rondell Dean, Barber City, and Style City, man. Go support.
So we had Stockton Style City, Stockton Barber City, Stockton Inspire Academy, and Rondell the Barber, and Talk TALC TALK.
Yeah, man.
Say that 5 times fast.
Come on, man. This is a dope way to start the new year off.
Say it.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, my door always swings open for y'all, man. And you ain't even gotta, you ain't even gotta call. You know, you could pop up, and I'm gonna put everything on pause. I don't care what we got going on. I don't even care if I have another person in there speaking to one of the classes.
He don't. He be like, he see the text message. He be like, come through. We like,
come through right now. Like, don't waste no time. You in town? Come on. Come.
We don't take it for granted, Rondell. We love you for that, man. For real, we love you and we proud of you, man. Throughout all of the struggle and obstacles, just know we support the hell out of you, man. Y'all make sure, and we want to thank everybody for hanging, man. We could tell y'all were really engaged with Rondell tonight. Please share this. We need other people to see this. Clips are going up tomorrow. And just tune in with us. Like, subscribe, share. Let's keep growing this platform together. We do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Real quick before we get out of here. Shout out to Miss B. Shout out to Miss Sarah. Shout out to Miss Kim. Shout out to Miss Michelle. Shout out to Miss Melinda. The core staff at Inspire Academy. We got the best instructors. We got the best everything. Come check us out ASAP.
Everybody tune in to United Barbers Club Instagram tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. That guy Rick live and direct is going down. And you guys go to Cap City Showcase. Get your tickets for one of the most epic educational classes this year, going down March 15th. And it's going to be followed by a hair jam. Other than that, guys, this goes down every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And we'll see you guys next week.
For the culture, for the culture, for the culture, 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 for the culture.